Hello, welcome back to the RCT Show. My name is Corey.
And my name is Jan. Welcome back.
Okay, so what topics did you want to talk about today?
Yeah, another week, another episode,
Exactly.
back in the rhythm, and so are our group rides. So today we're not right after the ride as most of the time, but we had our ride yesterday, and lovely route.
Yeah, absolutely.
Unfortunately for me, it ended early. But how was the full ride for you?
No, it's good. Yeah, no. I really enjoyed the route. You know, especially I think going up through Hluvačepi was really nice. I've been on several walks throughout that way, but it was just nice to see all the fall leaves and everything.
Yeah.
The rest ride was, fortunately uneventful. I got my usual chai latte at Mi Preparato. Yeah, it's a great place. We were sad to see you weren't there.
Yeah.
so what happened? Yeah.
I was very much looking forward to the coffee stop with the group. Looking forward for days since I announced the ride.
True, yeah.
But we had a good group, for our standards. Like 6?
6 actually, yeah.
6?
Yeah.
That's good for us.
Good turnout.
And
Yeah.
I think I would say probably like 8 to 10 sweet spot.
That's a sweet spot. Yeah.
I would say 6 is already very nice.
That's true.
Maybe 8 is the sweet spot. 10 is also nice, but at one point it gets difficult to manage the group.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's if you have to lead the ride, then it becomes more stressful than fun at a certain group size.
Right.
Might not be 10. Maybe there are more better people, but
Right.
At a certain size, I think it becomes stressful, or you neglect it, and then it becomes stressful for the participants.
With more people, you're saying? Or
yeah.
depending, okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
More
Okay.
people is more difficult to manage.
I like the intimate groups. That's why
Yeah.
I think I prefer us over the Pommy guys. I feel like you're just kind of lost in a way. But I mean, in some ways, maybe some people prefer that, just kind of being like a little anonymous. You're just kind of doing your own thing in the yeah.
We just want to chat.
We do want to chat.
Yeah.
We're this is a social ride. And I will say, we got some fast guys too. So it's always hard to, at least for me, try to talk and, have a conversation when we're going at, 30 kilometers an hour. But I'm getting better. It's getting better all the time.
Yeah.
So
Max pretty much held on.
there was at one point where, we had lost him. We had lost him at one point. So Max is again the new cyclist.
Was the second ride, so it's
the second
fine.
ride. He has proper gear now,
Yeah.
so he actually wore the stuff we had suggested initially.
Yeah.
He did really well. There's one part I think where we left him.
After the coffee?
No, it was before the coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's this one. There's like one occasion where I went up to you and Matthias and was like, "Hey, we."
But he was then back. Like it wasn't for long.
It wasn't. It wasn't this long.
No.
I just couldn't see him.
Yeah, it was behind the turn or something. Yeah, there was like a short uphill.
That's true.
The front might have been pressing a bit more.
Exactly.
But it was generally like significantly higher tempo than what we did with him last week. So
That's true. Yeah.
So he still. For a second ride, he managed very well.
And in the second half too, it was fine.
Yeah.
It was all flat. So there was no problem.
No, he's doing well.
Yeah. I think the main thing, though, at least for him, and I can also attest to this. It's always difficult, trying to get used to like clipping in, especially like stoplights, because like the rest of the guys, they're fine. You just get a little momentum, just clip in. That's it. For him, though, I think he's still. Perfecting that technique. So, but he'll get there.
Yeah.
So my point was that he just, we'll be like off. He's still trying to clip in, but that's okay. I guess it's expected.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. For you, it's like almost a year now.
Yeah.
So it's still fresher in the memory.
Exactly.
How it's starting.
Yeah.
But Max is already like starting on a higher equipment level than you did. Like he has a bit easier to hold on. He has the click pedals right away. I think in English you call them clipless. pedals.
Yeah, that's true. Mm-hmm.
Right? It's kind
Which
of
doesn't really make
confusing.
sense. Yeah, because you clip in. You clip.
Yeah, the clip that is missing is like this old thing that goes over your shoe. This like little shoe cage.
Yeah, that's what it refers to. Okay.
Back in the times.
Why do they call it cageless? Anyways, it doesn't matter.
Well, that's what is like
right.
clipless. And now it's different kind of clip. I don't know. In German, we just call them click pedals. So I think it works.
that makes sense.
Yeah. So we're starting with them right away. You were riding on flat pedals for a while.
That was hard.
And it's a difference.
And the steel Peugeot. Yep.
And you had the steel 80s bike.
Yeah.
And he has a
nice Cannondale.
very light aluminum road bike. So but still he has to do the work on the pedals. So
yeah.
That was good. So I didn't make it to the coffee stop, unfortunately. I must have rode through something sharp, and I had I lost the air in my back tire. And there was no sealant. I don't know. The setup, the tubeless setup, is maybe 3 months old, and there was no sealant really trying to plug the hole.
Okay.
I don't know where it went. I have to call
Where did
Makov.
the sealant go? Yeah.
But yeah, there was not really sealant going into the hole, trying to seal it.
Right.
And I pumped it up a bit again.
Mm-hmm.
I was able to ride for a bit, but lost air rather quickly. And the half of the group split off, and you, Max, and me, we took a shortcut because I was hoping I would still make it to the cafe. Because Versatile was like kind of holding air, like low pressure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but then it went out. I was like leaning forward the whole time.
No, how are your legs at that point too? I mean, like, because you're out of the saddle, like the majority of, like,
it was like
after that
felt kind of like doing a plank the whole time. Because I was like hanging a lot, like on my arms. To put all the weight on the front wheel. But yeah, I think I rode for another 10 kilometers or something with a pretty much flat tire. There was, when I arrived at the train station, it was empty. There was no air left in it.
Yeah. Okay. Damn.
Yeah. It was a bit sketchy, but there was like nothing to go to. Like I would have had to walk 5 kilometers to the train station. Right. So I was like, I can make it. I made it. I hope the wheel is fine, the rim is fine. Probably it will be. The tire was like, there was still like rubber between the wheel and the street.
True. Yeah, that is it is risky though. But like, for you though, you really just hope that, if this does happen, that the sealant will, seal it.
The sealant was supposed to seal it.
Supposed to. Okay.
But I don't know where the sealant went.
Okay, so we should get to the bottom of this. Yeah.
Yeah.
But then why don't?
Remember to top up your sealant from time to time.
True. Or. Well, Robin offered you.
Robin did offer me a plug, but I was like, it seems to be holding air, but then it wasn't. Yeah, and Robin was gone.
Yeah, he was gone. Yeah, and we didn't have a pump, but we stopped at this little store.
Yeah, so they did have a pump that helped me for 2 minutes. But,
and then it was gone.
Yeah, but I made it to the train station. I made it home, and I put new sealant in, and it held air. But the like cut or something is almost a centimeter big, so I don't think it will hold a ride. So it's probably a new tire, It's already rather, I guess, the tire is not new. It's already worn, so it's not too bad.
Not too bad. You're gonna retire the tire. Okay.
Yeah, it's how it is on the on this bike and this tire. There's a first puncture.
Okay.
I had one. It's my second total puncture on Tubeless. The first one I had at the beginning of the year on the road bike, but there I really had like just like a metal piece like that in the tire sticking.
Oh wow. Oh okay. All right.
Sometimes they're lying around on the road.
Yeah. Was that in Mallorca?
That was on Mallorca. Yeah.
Okay. Nice. Okay.
Yeah, they do.
I think I remember that actually.
Yeah. I guess if you have a tube, you can change the tube. Yeah, it has its advantages and disadvantages. For me, it's like the tubeless. As long as it works great. But when you have a problem, then you have a problem.
Yeah. It seems like that's how it goes. Yeah.
But like most of it, like this time, the problem was that there was for some reason no sealant going into the hole. That shouldn't be like that, because on Mallorca the hole was also too big for the sealant to patch it. Like there's a certain size, it says it on the bottle up to what size it will patch it. After that you need the plug, which I will probably order now. But the sealant was still like slowing down the loss of air. So on Mallorca, I was like with 1 bar or something in the back tire, I was riding for 20 kilometers home.
Yeah. Okay.
And, I was careful with like potholes and bumps and so, but it was fine. But yesterday, there was no sealant.
Where'd the sealant
plugging the hole. If it would have been there, I think I could have, with pumping it up again with a little pump, I could have made it to the coffee stop and then maybe even home with a few times repumping.
Yep.
But yesterday was not how it should be when it works.
I see. Yeah. Okay. But I guess it's important to have like some backup, like some safety layers.
Yeah, I should have
taken the plug.
Taken a plug and maybe a pump. And I mean, you can always just take a spare tire and put it in. Yeah.
True.
But make sure to take out the sharp piece before, because we had that too. That we had in total 3 flats on a gravel ride we did in spring.
True. Yeah.
And then also the spare tires were all used up.
Yeah. So it happens, Yeah. It's expected.
Yeah.
But okay. But otherwise, it was a nice ride while you were there.
It was a nice ride.
Even after you had left.
Yeah.
Finished strong, and I really enjoyed that route. It was beautiful yesterday.
Oh, you do it again.
The weather was good too. A little chilly, but that's okay.
Yeah. I was quite warm because we were going rather fast. Otherwise, I wasn't cold at all. Yeah.
Okay. Excellent.
So that is yesterday.
Yeah.
And then today before this recording, I also was on a little ride.
Schnelle 50.
Schnelle 50. Quick 50.
Nice.
And I made a new friend.
Oh my gosh.
let's call him friend.
Okay, you got his name there, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I have him on Instagram.
Okay, nice.
I met a nice guy. I was chatting with him for a bit. So like I was going out towards the river, and he just like pulled up behind me at the crosswalk, and then we were on the river, and he was like on my wheel for the whole way to Kletsani.
Yeah. Okay.
I was like seeing like, he looks proper.
I mean, sure. Okay.
Like I didn't like look at him like longer, but just like over the shoulder, it looked like he was wearing a team kit. So I thought like, that will be
That'll do it.
serious guy.
Yeah.
So I better, put some pressure on the pedal.
Okay.
So we were quite pacing along the river to Kletsani.
Okay.
Like I was in the front the whole time, and he was on my wheel. And yeah, when we arrived there, it's like 10 kilometers or something until there. I was like, okay. So we spent already quite some time together. I think it's a time to talk to him.
He proved himself or whatever. Yeah, sure.
I also said, we're going pretty fast.
You kept up. Yeah, it's good.
He told me, it's going pretty fast. I was like, it's what I was going for.
Okay.
So I chatted with him for a bit. Like we then rode a while together until he had to turn around, and I kept going north. So he's riding for a Czech team.
Wow.
He is riding XCO, so mountain bike.
Okay.
Cross country mountain bike.
Okay.
He was on the road bike for training, because like also mountain bikers, they train on the road bike. Sure. On the mountain bike, like it's like proper, like there's like zone training.
Mm-hmm.
Is not so easy off road. They probably do there then more the technical training.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Yeah,
that's
and
really cool.
He's riding for the team. He told me he's now coming out from a little bit of off season, and in December they will have a training camp.
Okay.
So he's now getting back into the training rhythm.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's really cool.
Yeah, it was a nice guy to chat to. I have his Instagram. Maybe I will go on another ride with him sometime. Let's see.
Yeah, sure. Did you invite him to join us? If
we like keep constantly high pace like yesterday, I think
okay.
I could invite him, but I don't think he would be into
like a casual social ride,
coffee ride.
Then again, that's fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess for most of us, we're kind of there's a variety of ages. Even Mikhail, I think that was his name from yesterday. He's even older than I am, I think. Him.
Mikhail.
Yeah.
He has 3 children.
Well, to be fair, by my age, I probably could also have 3 children, but that's okay. But yeah, okay, I didn't know that. Okay, yeah. So, no. But my point is that we have a wide range of ages.
Yeah, I don't like.
But everyone's fairly
with him, you kind of notice like he's like a actual adult.
Actual adult, yeah, seriously.
He has a job. He has 3 children. I think that you then notice a difference, but I don't really notice like the difference as long as like it's all like, as for example, if we're all like on student level. I don't really notice.
No, I don't either.
The difference.
Yeah. No,
you're like at the same stage in life,
Yeah, right. Yeah. No, and I think that's it's okay.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
No, and on the bike it blurs even more.
Right.
So we ride with him. We don't know how old he is, but he has 3 children. So he will now. He's like early 30s, I think.
Yeah, that's what I am. An actual adult. Yeah, but it doesn't really matter. No, of course not. No. But it's good to have, and he's a good writer too.
Yeah, and if you have the strong hobby,
yeah, exactly,
strong thing in common is no problem.
Yeah, exactly.
You always have something to talk about.
That's true. Cycling. Yeah.
Yeah, and the guy from today, like he's younger, but also I don't know, like it didn't matter. You talk about cycling and and it's all the same.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's true. Everything else is secondary.
Yeah, so that was fun to meet him. Good. Nice guy.
Yeah, great.
And like interesting to hear, from this, this like he's not like pro, but I mean they go on training camps and stuff. So
that's pretty. I mean,
it's like half pro or something.
Semi-pro, I guess. Maybe we would call it. Yeah, but like, no, that's great though.
It's like interesting the insights.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, especially like to be in a Czech cycling team. That's really cool. Mm-hmm. But it is predominantly just like mountain biking.
Mountain bike. He's racing mountain bikes. Cool. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right.
That's pretty cool.
that is.
And so those were yesterday's and today's rides.
Yeah. Anything else happened this week? I think you had a little accident that you.
Yeah, that's like a whole
me
rage.
too, actually. Yeah.
You spray.
I sprained my ankle. Yeah. I don't know. I was just running. I was running in my case. Your access is a little different, but I wanted to go through this little forest that we like to go through. It was dark, and I was feeling good, but then I ended up spraining my ankle, and it was bad. I kind of like almost fell over. But yeah, and like before I was talking to Virginia, like I should have brought my phone with me, and I ended up being like 3 or 4 kilometers away from like my apartment. So I just kind of maybe stupidly ran back. At the time, it wasn't bad, right? I had like full rotation, like full movement and all. But then when I got home, it was just very swollen, and it's still a little swollen. But so I'm taking a little break from running.
But the important thing is you can ride the bike.
I can still cycle. Yeah. No, on a bike though. Yeah, because it's your ankle is really stationary. I would say only like when I come out of the saddle, it like does it actually. Yeah. Like sting a little bit. The other day when we were grappling, like it did hurt a little bit then when I felt like toppled over. But that's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, we should avoid the toppling over.
Yeah. let's not topple over anymore.
Yeah. But it's okay. It will be fine.
Yeah.
That's until the Halloween run,
Yeah, I'm gonna make sure I tape it and all that.
Yeah. And
so what happened with you then?
So me this week were we riding on Wednesday, I think.
That's correct, yeah.
So we just split up, and I was going to you can actually see I think it's on my personal YouTube channel. I posted a little short also on my Instagram.
Oh yeah.
About this part of Prague. Which is it's like part of the A2 cycling route, and it's like the main north-south connection. Mm-hmm. Like when we cycle a lot along the river because it's very convenient.
Yeah, definitely.
It's good way to get out of the city quickly. But the center part of it, there is the old town of Prague, and there the situation on the bike, basically any vehicle, sucks. Because it's old town. It's rather narrow.
Yeah. A lot of tourists. A lot
of tourists there. Maybe they might be walking or standing around on those little bits of cycling lane there are, but in general you share the road with cars and trams, and most of the time the cars are in your way because they are stuck in traffic, and there is no most of the time there's no bike lane or bike path to properly get past them. And I'm not going to stand in traffic waiting with the cars.
No, you should. No.
So the bike takes up no space there. We will go past them. Mm-hmm. So sometimes you can then go on the tram part there or something. But yeah, check out that short or Instagram reel or whatever.
Yeah.
There you get a bit of insights of this sweet spot.
You call it like a daily. It's like daily, like cycling daily in Prague or something like that, right? Or cycle like was that the one you uploaded?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No,
I almost go there daily.
Yeah. I thought you had titled it something similar to that, but it was it's honestly kind of sad to see what cyclists have to go through, especially in that area.
Yeah,
of Prague.
And it's a main way. There is not really another way to go, because if you would go, then the alternative is going straight through the old town, which is even worse because it's full of tourists and cobblestones and one-way streets, and it would take you forever to go there, and would also not be more comfortable, safer, or convenient.
No, absolutely not.
So that's along the river is the only way. It's also the official way.
Right.
Is the marked route for bikes. Mm-hmm. but the infrastructure is horrible. I guess like, yeah, just take the cars away.
Yeah. True. I mean, or just, like, I guess like, well, getting back to your, like what happened though.
Yeah.
So what exactly like happened like when you,
Yeah, I was luckily rather slowly going like the cars were all stuck in traffic standing and I was going left of them, just like past them. And yeah, for some reason someone wanted to get out onto the tram tracks. Not even the sidewalk, but onto the tram tracks. So they didn't look. They opened the door and I hit the door. I wasn't too fast, luckily. And I hit the inside of the door. So like I only have, if you're watching the video, I only have like light scratches on my hand. But I mostly like hit it, with the handlebars in my hand and the front tire.
Oof.
So I was mostly fine.
The bike was okay?
I think the bike is okay.
Most importantly.
Yeah, but annoying.
Why would they open the door? I mean, maybe their mind, like they probably, I mean, they definitely didn't see you, right? But maybe they're expecting the tram, right? And they didn't see a tram, so they were like, oh, okay, so I guess it's probably fine.
No, they didn't look.
They should, okay, fair enough.
They could have definitely seen me because it was not dark, and I'm wearing this very bright
Well, that's true. Asso's fall.
Asso's jersey. And the color, we were talking about it last week, the color is not poppy red.
Yeah.
It's lolly red.
Oh, it's lolly red.
Yeah.
Lolly red.
So it is a very bright, very visible red.
It is, yes.
And if you would look before you open the door, you would have definitely seen it.
Okay.
Yeah, and the guy in the car, he was also like he knew he made the mistake.
Right.
Like he was, of course, talking Czech, and I was kind of in shock. But
sure.
He was like apologizing. Like he knew he made a mistake.
I mean, yeah, you don't like what? Yeah, I'm just kind of confused as like what the rationale behind that was, but
it is like it's called dooring, this phenomenon, and it is quite dangerous thing to cyclists, because if you're going like faster, and you get hit like with the edge of the door, you can get like seriously injured.
Absolutely. So. Even on our way back the other day, that's what's unfortunate about the infrastructure here, because you have the parked cars like in the. Like, here's a cycling lane, here's where the cars park.
If there is a cycling lane.
That is true, though. Yeah. And then you have the rest of the road. But even on the way back the other day, like, we had to swerve. You always had to swerve over. Like, people always open the door, like, right where the cycling lane is.
No, when I go, like, past parked cars.
Yeah. Do you slow down?
I always go, like, already a little bit more to the middle of the road, because anticipating that someone might open the door.
Yeah. Is it like this in Germany at all? Like we have like
actually,
this kind of stuff.
An actress recently died in Hamburg.
Oh no! Wow!
Because she got hit by a door. Yeah.
And while she was cycling like this. Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh, that's awful.
Yeah. So it's a
wow
problem. Yeah.
That's actually surprising to hear, but I guess it's just like it's not a very good design, I guess. But like, what else can you do though?
Is it not very good design by people in cars?
Yeah. So that's
like modern cars will like beep when you want to open the door and there's someone coming, like the sensors are there, but I think just for the driver, and in my case it was the back passenger who opened the door.
Was it really? Okay.
I don't think that would beep. No. But in general, like I always think like, okay, but what if it's not a cyclist but a car or the tram coming and your door is gone?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, actually no, this actually happened to a different story. That actually happened to my brother-in-law and my sister. They were like parking on a ferry, and like it was a windy day, and I guess the door like didn't fully close, but it blew open. But a truck driver essentially like took the door off of their rental car when they were in Washington, going for the wedding actually. So that was a weird time for everyone. Yeah. But things like that, you just gotta be careful ultimately.
Yeah. So anyone always make the I don't know, in German you call it shoulder look.
The shoulder check, yeah.
The shoulder check?
Yeah, basically.
Always do a shoulder check before opening a car door.
Something like that, yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. And ideally
don't stop on the tracks.
Ideally, bike lanes don't go past parking cars, or there's like some buffer between it.
I think you should do more videos. I like the daily, like what you experience in Prague.
Yeah, the highlights of car encounters.
Honestly, though, I think it's a great way to like raise awareness. You don't like as drivers, like as people driving cars, they don't like think of that.
Yeah.
Like what a cyclist actually goes through. And I feel like we've talked about this before. But
I think there are more videos. There are more people that do that in Prague. Yeah.
Really, I think that's good. Maybe, yeah.
No, I just had one day now the GoPro on the bike.
Okay.
And yeah, that was like those clips were from the way down and then up again.
Okay.
But the section is like a kilometer long,
right,
along the river. Mm-hmm. Everything was from that section.
Oh, I see. Yeah, bad section there.
Yeah,
a lot happening there.
It's because so many. As I mentioned, it's like the way to go if you want to get from the north to the south or from the south to the north.
Right.
Along the river,
mm-hmm. There's nothing else.
There's no alternative.
Yeah.
But the infrastructure is horrible, but for everyone, like the tram is stuck behind the cars are stuck behind the tram, we are stuck behind the cars or the tram. There is one very short section that has a cycling path.
Okay.
That's actually very nice. Like it's slightly raised to the road, so the only problem there is people standing or walking on it.
Yeah. Is that the one that you're talking about that goes south still?
It's north from the museum, from the National Theater.
Okay.
When you go towards the Charles Bridge,
mm-hmm.
It's when you go right north. It's only on one side.
Oh, and it's like an elevated. Oh, I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Okay.
That's actually a very nice section. I guess there was a little bit of space, so they made it, but
that was
yeah,
it. That's it.
It's like how you say a drop on a hot stone. Do you say that?
Drop on a hot stone. I don't think so, but
you know what I mean.
I do know what you mean. Yeah, no, we say a like a drop in the ocean or something like that.
Yeah.
Effectively, I get what you're saying though.
Yeah.
It's like it does nothing essentially.
Yeah. I'm thinking because I'm going there almost every day because I really like to ride in the south. And when we meet, we often go to the south, and I live in the north of Prague, so I always have to go there. Even if I want to go to class by bike, I have to go there.
Yeah.
So I go there sometimes twice a day. Maybe if I ride to class in the morning and then we meet in the afternoon, I might go there 4 times a day.
Sheesh. Yeah.
And it's so I'm very sensitized.
You are
to the topic of that road, and so I often thought about it, and I was thinking if you can maybe, ideally, just close it for cars. I don't know.
Oof.
Other major cities, close their center to cars.
Yeah, Prague is. Yeah, I mean, at least for like the old town area. There are some pedestrian-only zones, but it's weird that, it's too bad that Prague is built like this.
Yeah, so either just close the whole road to cars,
right. Mm-hmm.
Ideally the whole center, for example. With the trams were great. Prague has a good public transport.
So why don't people take public transport more? Yeah.
And so either close that road for cars, or at least make it a one-way street for cars. Mm-hmm. So I was thinking on the one side of the river you drive south, on the other side of the river you drive north.
So that's an interesting idea. So even in DC, they have certain times during the day, especially during rush hour, they have certain streets that are one way only. So it'd be interesting to see if something like that ever gets done here, or some rules like that.
We will see.
Or certain days, only this section is bicycles and pedestrians only.
Yeah.
They close the entire road for a day, for instance.
Yeah. Yeah, there was I was thinking still interacting with the tram is not great. But usually, except when I have to wait behind the tram because people are getting on and off, I don't really have a problem with the tram.
Right.
Because the tram is not there all the time, but the cars are there all the time.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
And they are, most of the time they're standing because they're stuck in traffic. You can see in my video, they're standing on the cycling, those little bits of cycling lane they are.
Yeah. And people also just like to pull off to the side, put their hazards on, and just wait. You see that a lot too.
Yeah, the bike is just so much more efficient mode of transport, but it's very difficult to use it, and result of the poor infrastructure was me getting hit by a door, so that's not great. So maybe for example what they did, I think it was not to success, but what they did few times in Frankfurt, so my home big town, I'm not from Frankfurt, but it's my closest major city, one part of the large road along the river, a few times they closed it during the summer to it became a pedestrian zone, and so it would be nicer to sit there in the restaurants and stuff.
Right.
And in my opinion, it was always really nice.
Okay.
I didn't hear about much traffic problems otherwhere. But it was more like so it would be quieter and would be nicer to sit there in restaurants and stuff.
That makes sense. I like that.
And it was like trial, they would close it for a month or something and see how it works.
Okay.
So maybe Prague could do something like that.
Honestly,
sometime.
Yeah, that's a great idea. How can we, enact this change? What's the next step?
We probably can't because we don't speak Czech, so they will already ignore us.
Fortunately, we do have. It's like, how do you begin to, well, okay. So, but we do have Czech people. We do have Czech friends. I don't know. It'd be interesting to see what, if we could stir the pot a little bit. Or just push. I'm sure there are other cycling organizations here that feel the same way, like Hansa Czeka, does TED Talks on this kind of issue.
Miestem na Kole.
Okay.
That's big. Yeah, they make a lot of bike activism.
I don't think I follow them. Are they on they're on social media and stuff?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
There's also an online magazine where they post here was built new bike lane and stuff.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Yeah. Good for them. This is the kind of, I feel the stuff
I guess not so successful.
See, but I guess for us, though, it's because of our rise, where we go, the day-to-day, where you're saying that, especially for commuting, could definitely be better. Yeah. But because we tend to go outside of Prague, I see for us as but even then, on these kind of sketchy roads, it's for the most part, we feel safe. For the most part, it's okay. Right, but definitely within Prague, I think that changes could be made.
But it doesn't seem like enough people want that.
At least and at least not. And this is something we probably don't have to deal with for much longer.
Yeah.
Last year, and by the way, we did pass our first state exam. Did we talk? We haven't mentioned that, did we?
We had the last episode before it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So this is one done. So that was exciting. That was in hygiene and epidemiology. So talking a lot about pollutants and stuff like that from cars. So it's all integrated. It's all connected.
I need to take you home sometime, and we gonna ride through Frankfurt because in the recent years they did a lot. Every time I go there, I'm surprised how much roads they painted red. Wow.
For red, meaning this is for cycling.
Cycling lanes.
That's great.
There's this concept of, for example, last week I mentioned, I went to the Assos ride in Frankfurt. So, so I have to go there to the center. I live outside of Frankfurt, so I have to go all the way to the center. And it was quite fine. Most of the time there was a cycling lane or a cycling path or something.
Yeah, that's
in
wonderful.
Residential areas there were a lot of we call them bike streets.
Okay.
Which is a a status the street has. That means that bikes have priority, and they're not allowed to be overtaken.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay, I've seen some of that too, actually, in a town nearby where I live. Yeah. It's like bikes. Like, you can't pass. Yeah, you can't overtake bikes. That's great. Okay.
So that's more like
I'd like to see that,
in residential areas.
Right.
Also, like not in Frankfurt, but my old high school.
Okay.
The road leading up to that also, after I graduated, became a like bike street.
That's great.
Which would very much make sense, in front of the school, because
absolutely.
It's not my school was in like a larger town, but I would say the absolute majority of children go to school by bike.
Really?
So it's
wow, that's like that's crazy to hear. I guess like I think that's definitely an issue, or like definitely a topic of like, we're like with demand, because I feel like the German people want, they want to cycle. Whereas like you compare to like my hometown, it's like, I mean, only like the people who like live locally within the town, like would definitely bike, but they'd be like, no way, like, growing up, I would be allowed to like cycle. I'm like, forget it, cycle to school.
Yeah.
But that's great though. Like, I really like that. I think a lot of countries could learn from Germany.
Oh, it's not great. It's not great. It's just a few examples.
But like, it's better than, like, comparatively, I would say.
Yeah.
That sounds nice, right? Like,
generally, like for bikes, the more west you go in Europe, the nicer it gets.
Yeah, sure.
So, in Germany is already nicer than here. But then if you go to the Netherlands or Belgium, it's even nicer.
Yeah, I mean, I think, okay, gotcha. Yeah, I see, comparatively, yes.
Yeah.
But that's great, though.
Yeah. Also more, I would say more, like not cross-country roads, but like country roads.
Okay.
Like
country
between towns and villages.
Okay.
By far not all of them, but more than here, have like a little, let's call it, patch of asphalt next to it that can be used by bikes and pedestrians.
Okay.
That's here rarely.
Yeah.
Especially in north of Germany.
Okay.
There's a lot of that.
Patches of
but
asphalt.
There's also a lot of space. But it's not like there's no space outside of Prague.
I see.
There's a lot of space.
Okay. Cool.
Anyway.
No, that was really interesting. No, that was a really interesting topic, though. I mean, I feel like one of the core themes I think of like cycling is like infrastructure. Though.
I think complaining about citing infrastructure you can do for a long time.
But it's like complaining. But it's good to hear about like what people are doing, though. I would say to like push for these changes.
Yeah.
When I listened to Hansa Stricka, he gave a TED talk like a couple years ago. I think I probably missed this too, but like what he had to say was like really valuable. And it's like these are kind of stuff that like I think, at least for cyclists, would like to see.
Yeah, maybe even,
who knows?
Yeah,
we'll see.
It's I think it's mostly like a question.
Complaining.
I think it's mostly a question of mentality.
Yeah.
If the people in charge, if they want to do it or they don't want to do it.
True.
Because if they don't want to do it, they will find some excuse.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's yeah. Okay. Well, we'll leave it at that. Yeah. Okay.
Just what the last word. What I think the hardcore car drivers. I mean here. Like I don't like to like. We are not Czech. We're just living here, and feel bad to like talk badly about here our guest country. But I would say, sadly, there is a political party called the Motorists.
Oh, this is true, yeah.
And they got like 13 seats, I think, now in the new parliament. And so what I think the hardcore car drivers don't understand is that like better bike infrastructure will make their life better.
Yeah.
Because they complain about bikes being in their way.
So,
But if you build better bike infrastructure, the bikes will not be in your way, because like we as cyclists, and we don't want to like be with the cars.
No,
we would very much like to be separate from where the cars go.
Yeah.
We just go there because that's the only way there is.
Right.
And also, if there is nice bike infrastructure, more people will ride their bike, obviously.
Yeah.
So the hardcore car drivers have emptier roads.
Yeah.
So I think it should be in their interest to support better bike infrastructure.
You should. Do you have Twitter?
No.
Are you on Twitter? No. You should. You should go. You should comment on. You should go tag them. Like, go post this and tag them.
I don't know. I think that's too complex for them.
That's fair enough.
Too complex reasoning.
Fair enough. Yep. Too advanced logic. Fair enough. Okay.
One step too many.
We'll back it up a bit then. Okay, but
okay.
Yeah, that's too bad though.
So let's keep it at that rant. Did you notice that we have another bike in the background?
Ooh.
So we will just pretend to be Cannondale sponsored until we are. So we have we always had the Cat 5 here in the beautiful
Cat 5.
Zaiko design, and now I also put this bike here. That's an F800, as you can read on there. I believe it's from 1998, and I got it for basically nothing at a pawn shop. It's actually quite fun to ride.
Good commuter bike, right?
I also used it for commuting.
Yeah.
And but it's in the lovely red and yellow. Like we just had it in
Classic.
the Radotin vlog. Like you cannot go wrong with a red bike.
No, yeah. Visible. It's I don't know what about it. It's just very alluring.
Yeah. Red works.
Red does work.
Red
works well.
Yeah.
Actually. Oh, cool.
Yeah, so I thought we will add it to the background. So the chair setup is now a little bit different, but it doesn't matter. But what both of these bikes have in common, for one, they are Cannondale, and this is like a multi-transition. Let's use one way. Both of them have Continental tires because I started with the GP5000. That's like a classic road tire. I guess one of the go-tos. Also, Continental is German brand, so I don't know. I guess I like it.
Fair enough.
And those higher end, not on the mountain bike here because that's like a how's it called? The opposite of a folding tire, like a wired tire. I don't know what's called in English.
Huh.
So it's like a cheaper one. That one, but the higher end ones, like the ones with black chili. At least they're also handmade in Germany, fancy.
That is fancy, actually. Yeah.
But I just really like how they ride. Like the rubber compound is just really, really fast on the road. It doesn't last as long, but that's like the trade-off. You have a fast tire, so the rubber is softer, but it will wear faster. So, fast.
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 Okay.
Yeah. So now I also have on the gravel bike where I got a puncture yesterday. Shout out to Continental. I have there the Terra Speed, which we also put on your bike last week, because they have some tread, but they're still very quick on asphalt, and I like it.
Yeah.
But today, while ironing, I watched a video from Bike News or whatever, where they were walking around the Gravel World Championships like last week or when it was, and on one of the bikes they saw a new Continental tire.
Okay.
A new Continental gravel tire, and with very minimal tread.
Okay.
Like
really?
Very like sleek, like directional, kind of like an intermediate Formula One tire.
Okay.
Not slick, but a little bit of tread. So like I would say for dry, not too rough off-road conditions.
Okay.
Definitely a race tire. Still a prototype.
Okay.
There was just like a Continental logo on it, and they blacked out the model where it said the model. They painted over it.
Really? I was going to ask you what model is it, but
they did mention it in the article, but you could definitely read it still under the black paint, and it said I think Terra Competition.
Oh. Wow.
So there's the Terra Speed and the Terra Trail already exist.
Right.
And there's also, I think, a Terra Hardback, but that one isn't really like a
Hardback.
there isn't that all. I also don't really know if it's like sold
Okay.
everywhere. I know it exists, but it's, I think, not as fast as the Terra Speed.
Okay.
But this new one looks like a race tire, so I'm sure it's that black chili, and it will probably be faster than the Terra Speed, which I find very interesting. And when that tire comes out, it might be when my current ones are worn, I might put those on my CX, because I ride that also on the road a lot. This is my all-round bike.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's
interesting news.
Little bit of tread, and I'm looking forward to that tire. So possible even faster
Terra Speed. Oh my.
Terra competition.
Yeah, I'm saying like faster than Terra Speed.
Faster than Terra Speed, which you ride now too, and I think it rolls pretty good on asphalt.
I would say yes.
And also off-road, for me, it has enough grip.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Like definitely faster than the Schwalbe tires you had before.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
I think so. It feels faster.
Like I also had for a few years Schwalbe gravel tires, not like race tires, but the difference is very noticeable. And I am already very satisfied with the Terra Speed. So I'm very much looking forward to the Terra competition, even though that name was blacked out and they didn't mention it in the article. So don't cancel me, Continental, but your black paint was kind of see-through.
That's how it is.
Yeah, but I'm looking forward to that tire.
No, interesting. Good to know about. Yeah, I'll okay. Keep a look at it.
So there's a little bit of news.
Yeah, that's very exciting.
And the second piece of news, also hoping not to be cancelled. Well, I guess it's news, and I didn't leak any picture, but Cat 14, we have here Cat 5, so that's quite some generations later. Although I think they skipped a few numbers. I'm not sure about 6, 7. There was definitely a Cat 8, a Cat 10, and I think then Cat 12,
which Max has,
Cat 13, and now the Cat 14 is very highly anticipated on the Cannondale subreddit.
Okay. Yeah.
And because the Cat 12 was super popular, Max is now riding it, and is a great bike, very light.
Okay. Yeah.
Of course, aluminum, stiff, fast, and they kind of skipped like a generation. Normally, like bikes come out like new model like every 3 years or so, and now it's been like more like 6 years.
Since the Cat 13.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's overdue.
Yeah, certainly.
And one picture was leaked. Saw it on Reddit, you know.
Oh my gosh.
Of the supposedly cut.
This is true. Like
14.
Yeah, this is true. Supposedly,
because apparently, according to the people on the Cannondale Reddit,
all of this like hypothetical.
The retailers apparently already like saw it and stuff.
Okay.
Yes, and supposed to come next year, like a 2026 model.
Right.
And I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. No, that'll be interesting to see. I guess people, because like the 13 didn't do so well, right? Like in terms of like popularity.
Yeah, it didn't look so nice compared to the other ones.
And now just seeing like the comparison, you know, with the bar or the tube, right?
The seat stays.
Yeah. It was interesting that it was lower.
It's lowered on the 13.
Okay. Yeah.
Because it's like the like all modern bikes have it like that now.
Okay.
I think on carbon bikes it's about compliance and aerodynamics.
Okay.
On aluminum bikes it might be about a little bit of compliance. I think it's mostly about aesthetics to look like the carbon bikes. But a lot of people like the classic geometry.
Yeah. Like the diagonal shape. Like
and I mean, I don't know how much is in the picture of that bike over there, but that just looks lovely.
No, it does. Yeah. It's I like the it's like the aesthetics of it. I think it looks like just normal. I don't know.
Looks nice.
It does look
Yeah.
nice, so yeah.
And if the leak is correct, then the Cat 14 will look very similar to the Cat 12.
Right.
Little bit updated tube shapes, I would say. Probably similar geometry. Non-lowered seat stays. And fully integrated cables.
Right.
Even though that's a hassle to work with as a mechanic.
Mm.
But
True.
it does look cleaner.
It does. Yeah. Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay. And would you say like, is that, yeah, so what exactly, why would people like buy this one as opposed to like any other like aluminum bike? Like, what do you think like brings, like what catches people's attention about the bike, do you think?
Like what?
Like
Why would they buy?
like is like the cost like benefit kind of like thing, you know? It's a good bike for like a reasonable price, do you
No.
think? It's expensive. Okay.
It's still expensive.
Okay. Like in terms of just, okay.
Yeah. Like usually in the past, it was like when it came to aluminum race bikes, the Cat models were like at the top
Really? Okay.
of the pyramid.
Okay.
Like if you Google for like aluminum race bike reviews, comparisons and stuff, the Cat is always up there.
Okay.
Especially the Cat 12, like always won like aluminum bike of the year or something.
Really? Oh wow. Okay, I didn't realize it was like okay, that top tier.
Yeah, Cannondale is like is or at least was known for like aluminum bikes.
Okay.
That was like their thing.
Okay.
They were like early with that.
Okay.
And they still make good aluminum bikes.
Okay.
But I guess the Cat 12 was maybe the last really like overall popular one.
I see. Well, good.
There was like a thing,
Yeah.
not just for Cannondale fans.
Right. I see. Okay. Well, no, I'm glad that Max is, and like you were able to find that the Cat 12 for Max, and that's wonderful.
So I'm looking forward if the Cat 14 can get back to the old glory. And like if you look at Standard, for example, I told you
yes,
on the right,
yes,
like the brand from Berlin, there is a market for expensive aluminum bikes.
Okay.
And but Cannondale needs to make some sexy paint jobs.
Okay.
Because with that kind of paint jobs as they had on the 13 and even the Super 6, most of the Super 6s in recent years, it just doesn't look good.
Really?
Yeah, look at that. I mean, just painted red and yellow.
And I think that's
it's fine.
It's fine.
It's enough.
So take note, Cannondale. Yeah.
Then make another blue yellow one. That was back in the 90s, the mountain bike.
Oh,
the Cannondale Volvo was a racing team. That was like blue with the red, blue with yellow writing on it.
Right.
Also classic color scheme. Just make those, and it will be fine. They had one time a couple of years ago, Cat 13 Special Edition. In that red color scheme.
Okay.
But I didn't even sell it here.
No?
It was sold, I think, in the US.
Oh.
In Japan, they sold it.
Interesting. But not in Europe.
My dad would have gotten one if they would have sold it in Europe, but they didn't.
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah.
Sorry, buddy. how
yeah, but no, I think if it is as good as the Cat 12, but has like the integrated cockpit, rim brakes and stuff.
Would it have rim brakes?
Not rim brakes, disc brakes.
Okay, yeah.
They only need to make some nice, let's say, Instagram ready paint jobs, and they can be quite a competition to like to Standard. I get those kind of customers.
Okay. Wow.
Because I think then they should be able to build a better bike. I expect them to be like aluminum experts.
Sure,
I hope
by now, right?
And
okay, huh?
The Cat 12 was so popular, so
yeah. Okay, very interesting. So we will see then.
We will see, but I am excited for it.
No, yeah, absolutely.
But I do not, with the past year's record, I am not so confident in the good-looking paint jobs.
Fair enough. I wonder if you can like write to them, feel like, hey, can you get it customized? I guess.
Maybe you can always customize your bike.
That's true, of course. Yeah.
Yeah, you can send it to. It's called Unlimited Colors in the Netherlands.
Okay.
Pay like €1,000 and they paint you whatever you want.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah, that's like the paintery.
A paintery.
A paintery.
Okay.
That does like a lot of the like pro bikes and like special editions and stuff. Yeah.
I didn't really think about that, but that makes sense. Of course.
Yeah, but you can also have them paint something.
I see.
But it's quite expensive.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, all right. So we will.
You have some more news?
That. No, actually. I think I didn't have anything else. I think for the next episode, we had mentioned getting some guests to talk about the possibility or the potential in hiring a trainer or a coach even, right, for cycling. But that's gonna be for a future episode.
We can already tease that. It might not be the next one. It just depends on when we can get them together.
Yeah.
But we would like to talk about the topic of getting a personal coach for cycling or also triathlon or cycling and running as an amateur athlete.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're just doing it on the side, the sport, and you still decide for your particular reason. That's what we want to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
To pay for a personal coach, like a human coach, not an AI coach or something, but an actual human coach.
Yeah, and we'll delve into that more.
Yeah.
But it's interesting. It would be an interesting topic. And we have a couple friends who on our team, who have hired some coaches.
Yeah.
So it would be interesting to get their perspective on this matter.
Yeah, from two, we already have a bit of perspective, but I think also because they put their time in like answering me about that topic. I wanted to give it a proper episode.
Absolutely.
We already talked for a while, so either we will do it with their input and do a longer section about it, or we will do it actually with them here. We will definitely have them here. The question is if we in that episode also will talk about the topic, or we have probably also a lot more to talk about, but we will definitely talk about that topic, and
yes.
I already have input from them, but we want to give it the appropriate
proper
stage.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I didn't have anything else. But it looks like we did cover a lot today. A lot of exciting updates, exciting news.
Yeah.
And all.
And one thing with the aluminum bikes, I also were ironing.
You should iron more.
I looked at this clip from another podcast.
Oh.
It's called The Wild Ones. It's from a British cycling YouTube channel.
Okay.
I wish I really like the type of content they do. Like I see them a bit of inspiration. I like what they do. And they were mentioning like the environmental impact of bikes.
Oh.
And so what they were talking about is that the least impactful are steel bikes.
Okay.
They're also the easiest repairable.
Right.
Second is aluminum bikes.
Okay.
Their manufacturing is worse, and they are not really repairable, but the aluminum is well recyclable.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And then the worst is carbon. Which goes to the landfill. Maybe too many times. I don't know if you can recycle it. The question is always, is it profitable to recycle?
Right.
Or is like the recycling so expensive that people don't want to do it?
Oh, this is very interesting.
Yeah.
That's a really interesting topic, actually. I hadn't really thought about that because, like, you think of like we could talk about this too, but that's an interesting topic though.
Yeah. So I was, those two bikes are aluminum. Aluminum is not the best, I guess. Have I ridden a steel bike?
Did you ever try the Peugeot?
I have sat on a steel bike probably, but I haven't really ridden it. I have ridden a lot of aluminum, and it's great. Like, if you want the best performing bike, you need the carbon. But we're not racing for wins most of the time. I did win my category in a gravel race this year, but
that's true. That's impressive. Yeah.
I guess if you're in a race and you're actually going for the win, then you do want the fastest bike. But most people do not. But they just like to have a fast bike. That's also what they were talking about. Most people don't really buy the bike that's best for them, but
interesting.
Which is the coolest and what Pogacar is riding.
Yeah.
But maybe the metal bikes should be more popular. I don't know. I would probably still go for the aluminum, even though it's a bit worse, but it's still better than carbon. But I don't know if I want a steel bike.
Steel bikes are heavy.
Yeah, they are heavy, and many people, the traditionalists, they probably like the aesthetic of the steel tubes.
Sure, but
it's before my time.
Same.
I like the thicker aluminum tubes visually.
Yeah.
Of course, there are many good-looking carbon bikes with fancy tube shapes, but yeah, like I could look at that Cat 5, all day long, with those like thicker tubes and beautiful like frame design. That's nice here. This one too. That's a mountain bike, but yeah, I like the aesthetics of aluminum. And here that was still the time handmade in the USA when they actually paid attention to the welding, that they sanded that down. I hope they do that again on the Cut 14. Okay. They better, because that just gives it a much more premium look.
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Okay.
And so you have an aluminum bike. You did everything right.
Yeah. Thank you for the recommendation.
Yeah, so I need the Cut 14, you're saying?
I guess so, yeah. Might as well.
I have more aluminum bikes than carbon bikes. But I mostly ride the two carbon bikes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is how it is. I mean, they do perform better than at the end. And I'm still young. We are still young. Yeah.
Thanks.
We can handle the more aggressive position on like more race focused bikes, but yeah, that's another topic again. So we talked a lot. We said a lot. Thank you very much for being with us today, either via video or just audio. And
Until next time.
Until next time.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.